Over a week ago, the community was told on one of the Friday dev streams that some Tier 9 and 10 premium tanks would be unavailable to purchase directly in the premium tech tree. They stated in their Discord post that starting on November 1st, we'll be making select premium World War II tanks unavailable for purchase in the premium tech tree. We'll be doing this in waves over the next several weeks. The first wave on November 1st will include tanks from tiers 9 and 10. But rest assured that we'll give you time to get your hands on these vehicles. Any vehicle being made unavailable will be on sale the week leading up to the removal, and we'll be posting reminders like this on our site and in our What's Happening This Week articles. They mentioned they'll have more information for us in the following week. So we waited, and in the next stream, they basically told us the same thing, but they had an article and a post in the recent developer Q&A available for us. So let's read this developer Q&A. Immediately, they start with history of premium tanks in the premium tech tree. This already for me was a little bit of a red flag in a way, or a heads up of this ain't gonna go too well. It goes on to say, originally, there were two types of premium vehicles, tech tree premiums and store-only premiums. Tech tree premiums were part of the tech tree of each nation and were always available for purchase. Store-only premiums were premium tanks that were only available in the store for purchase through bundles. Fast forward a few years to update 4.2 in December of 2017, where we added a new feature, the Premium Tech Tree, which was fantastic, by the way. The Premium Tech Tree was designed to display all premiums that were currently in-game. This provided players a place in-game to look up the armor profile, modules, stats, etc. for premium vehicles they came across in battle. It was intended to provide players with information in-game so that they didn't need to visit the Tankopedia on the website. Basically kind of telling us, and this is why I said that us being told the history of something was a little bit of a red flag, basically telling us that it was never intended to be a sort of store to directly purchase tanks, in their eyes. They said it was intended to provide players with information. Okay. As part of the new premium tech tree, the tech tree premiums were moved out of their nation's tech tree and moved into premium tech tree, where they remained available for purchase. This move caused a feature that was designed to provide players with in-game information to quickly turn into its own store, like I had just said. I don't see a problem with that. Directly being able to purchase tanks is not a problem. But before I get into it, let's continue. As time went on, more and more tanks were added to be permanently available in the premium tech tree, with there now being 285 premium tanks available for purchase. This is quite a bit more than the handful of tech tree premiums that we originally started with, and has caused issues with various events. Now I want to pause there because I want to know what issues this may have caused. I don't want this ambiguity. I want to know exactly what they're talking about because I can't think of anything myself. Maybe there is some problems and issues that it caused with events, maybe. But I can't remember any or think of any off the top of my head, or even think about a way that having directly purchasable tanks in the tech tree could screw something up. But anyway, with this in mind, we will be reducing the number of vehicles available for purchase to roughly 100 premium tanks. This brings it down to a more manageable number of tanks to keep track of while keeping a variety of vehicles available for purchase at any given time. Basically, it seems like those tech tree premiums, like the Super Pershing and the T-34, if you played back then and you saw the tech tree, you know that those were available at purchase any time in the tech tree. Basically sounds like those are going to be the ones available only now. And we're going to make everything again FOMO in a way where you have to wait for it to be in the store through either a sale or in a bundle. But again, I'll get to why this is a problem, at least in my eyes, in the end. You may be wondering why now. Well, yeah. We are currently performing an in-depth analysis of the game, reviewing player feedback, and looking to restore certain aspects of the game that have been lost over the years. This change will allow for better purchase protection for players and more meaningful sales events. An example of this, and this is a shitty example, by the way, is buying the tank from the premium tech tree for full price, because they're always full price in there, unless they do a specific sale where they're on sale in the tech tree or for free XP and yada yada. But anytime, like right now, certain tanks are available for full price. So they're saying buying the tank from the premium tech tree for full price, then a week or two later, it's a weekly deal bundle for 50% off. Okay, we want to add back the separation between tech tree premiums and store premiums to prevent this overlap of pricing. This allows us to protect players from situations like this where different events or bundles cause price differences for the same item within a short time period. I'll give you a perfect example of why this is a problem. Because now, instead of being able to purchase certain premiums whenever you feel like, you now have to wait for them to be in the store. And who knows how long you'll be waiting. We have a lot of premium tanks in the game, and a lot of obscure ones that don't go on sale often. But they're available in the premium tech tree. So if you're willing to buy them for full price, you can do that at any time. For example, say that I want this Kraftspanzer IV right here, 2,300 gold. Say I've been wanting this tank. Say I'm willing to purchase it for 2,300 gold. Well, if this tank becomes one of the removal tanks, and I'm sure it will because it is a comic book tank, I will no longer be able to purchase it from this premium tech tree. And therefore, I must wait for it to be in the store. And it so happens to be in the store right now. But, and this is where the problem comes from, you saw the price of that tank, 2,300 gold, correct? Well, it is in a bundle that is triple the price of the tank. And if all I wanted was this Kraftspanzer IV, well, now I have to make a decision. Since it is not available in the premium tech tree, in this hypothetical situation, I now must say to myself, do I want it that badly? I already have the Citadel because they keep giving this thing away in Game Pass bundles. So I have I'd get a duplicate tank and commander, and a tank I may not want. Say I didn't care for the Slayer, because basically the Slayer really is just a tank destroyer version of the Dreadnought, which the Dreadnought's just better. But anyway, that's besides the point. Say I didn't care for the Slayer, but I really wanted the Kraftspanzer IV. Well, the bundle is nearly 3 times the amount as the full price version of the Kraftspanzer IV. And it is not being sold by itself. That's the problem I'm having with this. Unless they sell every tank in a bundle separately every time, then you're going to create problems where people have been waiting so long for specific tanks, but you keep putting them in bundles only with tanks they may not want. Then they have to wait and sit for a weekly deal, or a weekend deal, which is a new thing, I guess, or a personal offer. Let's continue reading, though. How will we do this? Little typo there. We will be doing this in stages by removing a group of tanks each time, starting with the highest tier and working our way to the lowest tiers. We will accompany each wave with a sales event to allow players to make any final purchases they wish before they are removed from each sale. Each wave of removals will be spaced about a month apart over the next several months. What does this mean for the premium tech tree? The premium tech tree will still function as normal, but with fewer tanks available for purchase at any given time. We will still use it for trade-in events or special sales events, but now you have better price protection for your purchases. Get the hell out of here with that protection crap. What happens next? We've announced Wave 1 of this initiative. You can find the tanks we'll be offering at a 30% discount from Tuesday, October 25th within this article before they become non-purchasable on Tuesday, November 1st. So you have 1 week to make your decision to buy them now or hope that, as they say, you get it in a weekly deal for 50% off instead. Because weekly deals will be single bundled tanks for 50% off. Will we be able to buy these tanks again in the future? You might see these tanks return for special sales in the future, but now's your chance to make sure you have the premium vehicles you want in your garage and at the ready. Don't miss it. Yep. FOMO. Don't miss it. You're going to miss out. Buy them now. And the biggest problem for me, we have all these issues that have arisen from this, but my biggest problem at the moment is that they're starting with 9s and 10s. And let's have a look at this article. Immediately, again, don't miss these World War II premium tanks. Don't miss them. Get these tanks from the Premium Tech Tree at a special discount while they're still available. Starting on November 1st, we'll be making select premium World War II tanks unavailable for purchase in the Premium Tech Tree. We'll be doing this in waves over the next several months. The first wave on November 1st will include tanks from tiers 9 and 10. Now, if you're keenly aware, tier 9s and 10s that are directly purchasable in the Tech Tree, the Premium Tech Tree, are free XP tanks, bar the one directly purchasable tier 9, which is the T55A for gold, but they're all for free XP, 450,000 free XP. Be rest assured that will give you time to get your hands on these vehicles. Any vehicle being made unavailable will be on sale this week leading up to the removal, and we'll be posting about the sales here on our site and in our What's Happening This Week articles. In fact, we've got one to mention right now. From October 21st through October 31st, get any of the premium tanks below at a 30% discount. You won't be able to purchase these vehicles from the Premium Tech Tree starting November 1st, so grab them while you can. Do it now. Now's your only chance to spend free XP for all of these tier 10s. Because if they ever show up in the store, I can 99% guarantee you that they will be gold only. So if you haven't saved up your free XP, you're shit out of luck. If you've been saving up your free XP and you're not quite there, you're shit out of luck. 30% discount means there'll be like 330,000 free XP. But again, if you don't have enough to buy multiple or enough to even buy one, you're going to miss out. I don't think, unless they add tier 10s to those free XP events, which is totally a possibility, but again, that's an event. You got to wait for it. All of this just means you got to wait for it. Directly purchasable tanks was a great thing. If I wanted that tank, I'm willing to pay full price right now. And if I'm willing to wait for a sale, then you're not protecting me from anything because I'm willing to wait anyway. But for those who are willing to buy it full price at the moment, I don't understand why they're doing this for our quote-unquote price protection. If people are willing to buy directly purchasable tanks, they're full price. If they're willing to wait, then you're not really protecting anybody because those willing to wait will wait. But now, you're screwing over those that will directly purchase the tanks with gold. But also right now, you're screwing over those who were saving up free XP for these tier 10s. That was always the balance with the tier 10 premiums, is that anybody could get them. It wasn't pay to win, unlike the Terran. And when everybody asked you, when is the Terran going to be available for free XP? Now we know the fucking answer is never. Because you're just removing tier 10 free XP tanks. Completely. Outright. Please note, these tanks will still be visible in the Premium Tech Tree so that you can see their stats. You simply won't be able to purchase them. You might, however, see these tanks return for special sales in the future. And then they ended off with, but now's your chance to make sure you have the premium vehicles you want in your garage at the ready. Don't miss it. Yet again, don't miss it. Grab them while you can. Don't miss these vehicles. Get them while they're still available. They want to return aspects lost over time, or whatever they said. And what I take that as is we want to introduce FOMO again because we realized our premium tech tree was too kind. That's really all I have to say about it. I do not like what's happening here. If there's one thing you can do, Wargaming, for us in the community and whatnot, do not get rid of these free XP tier 10s. Keep those at least. You do whatever you want with the other tier stuff, and I won't be happy with it, but I'll have to live with it. But these tier 10s, don't do this. Make the tier 10s available for free XP. Add the Turan to that shit too. But that's just my thoughts on the matter. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you agree, disagree, whatever. If you care. I hope you care. But I'll see you in the next one.